Holy shit. He said what?
I want to play you the first of these South Park clips and get you to react.
Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving twife actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving twife has always wanted her privacy!
5 minutes later.
It's the biggest piece of dog
This one brilliantly exposes some of the Sussex's laughable hypocrisy. Watch.
Ooh, what's this? Meghan Markle just posted a photo. Running lines with my love. Hashtag working actor. Ugh, she's not even on a set. That's it. I'm muting her.
Babe, time to do our daily $250,000 sponsored Instagram post.
I shouldn't have left the made-up nonsense.
The Duchess of Sussex shared a photo of herself cuddling her daughter on Instagram and a never-before-seen picture from her birth.
The worldwide privacy tour on South Park, it's come to life. That's what we're witnessing in this hospital room right here.
Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim. Yeah, that's totally me.
South Park is stirring the pot once again, and this time, Meghan Markle is right in the middle of the firestorm. After her recent pregnancy video went viral for all the wrong reasons, Trey Parker and Matt Stone are reportedly cooking up a full-blown DEI special, and yes, it's already making serious waves in Hollywood.
The couple have been begging for privacy, and South Park has done a parody of this, and apparently it has really upset Meghan Markle.
Your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of them.
Sources say Meghan's team is livid. Meanwhile, South Park, they're doubling down. And word is, Paramount is giving a silent thumbs up behind the scenes. So, what's the drama all about? It all started with Meghan dropping a controversial pregnancy video on Instagram. And from there, it's spread like wildfire across the internet.
Meghan Markle has posted a cringy video of her and Prince Harry dancing in a hospital.
That man loves me so much. He's also a fox.
But instead of getting praise or support, Meghan's video sparked a tidal wave of backlash. The reaction online was brutal. And it wasn't just from keyboard warriors. Major players like A24 and even Paramount, companies that had once entertained working with her, reportedly started backing away fast. That one clip didn't just flop. It practically hit the self-destruct button on her already shaky footing in Hollywood. And just when things couldn't get worse, South Park stepped in. Known for never holding back, they unleashed a parody segment titled Respect Our Pregnancy, a not-so-subtle dig at Meghan and Harry's infamous Respect Our Privacy by moment.
These two are not sincere people. They say that they want their privacy while going on every television show, writing books, doing 6 hours of Netflix. They're not very likable, and people are tired of them.
It's so quiet and empty here. If we moved her, then people would think we're really serious about wanting to be normal. It does seem perfect, doesn't it?
That earlier South Park skit, it already had Meghan and Harry spiraling, and this new follow-up feels intentionally crafted to twist the knife even deeper. In the latest segment, the scene is set inside a hospital room. A visibly pregnant Meghan, animated in classic South Park style, is shown twerking and dancing for the camera, with a stuffed pillow obviously shoved under her gown. Subtle, not even close. It's the kind of over-the-top mockery that completely shreds any sense of dignity. And let's be honest, probably not the image the Duchess had in mind when she hit upload on her original video.
This might be the smallest palace I've ever been in.
An apartment, so.
Yes, an apartment palace, I know that.
Prince Harry allowing a video like that so private to be put into the public domain to try and make some sort of point is equally awful.
But here's where things really get interesting. It's not just the visuals, it's the way the entire skit is structured that delivers the real blow. This isn't just some throwaway parody. South Park has gone full meta with it. The entire sketch plays out like a behind-the-scenes mockumentary, with the core characters, Cartman, Kyle, Stan, and Kenny, cast as the camera crew filming Meghan's bizarre video. Cartman, of course, steals the spotlight. He's the loud, over-the-top director, barking orders and demanding take after take of Meghan's cringe-worthy dance scenes. But here's the twist. He's not just Cartman. In a sly crossover move, he's back as Cartman Kennedy, a parody of Kathleen Kennedy, originally introduced in their earlier Panderverse special.
What matters is what we have on the inside.
They nailed it. They nailed it.
I think he goes on to say, so you wrote a book talking about your family. Does that not make you a journalist too? And then they kind of stare at each other like dumbfounded. Do you see any of the real Diana in Meghan? Did you?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh,
Sorry.
that. That's right, South Park is building its own twisted cinematic universe of satire, connecting past and present mockery like it's the MCU, but for chaos. And here's where it all blows up. Meghan's viral video isn't just a side gag, it's the centerpiece of South Park's new DEI special. According to inside sources, Meghan caught wind of the segment early, thanks to some well-placed contacts at Paramount, and she did not take it lightly. Allegedly, she went full damage control. We're talking warning letters, legal threats, the whole playbook. Demands were reportedly sent to both South Park Studios and Paramount, urging them to cancel the skit before it ever saw the light of day.
This particular episode was quite scathing, and the grains of truth that it held. You know, I'm not sure how the Sussexes are taking it. Obviously, it is a cartoon, but there's so many moments of truth in that episode that makes it so funny.
And then they put out pictures of Lilibet, but it doesn't. You see her half covered, but what you always see is Meghan. So it's all about Meghan again.
But here's the kicker. Trey Parker and Matt Stone, they're the last people you can intimidate. These are the guys who've mocked politicians, religions, mega corporations. No one's off limits. So a celebrity meltdown behind closed doors, that's not even a speed bump. And legally, Meghan's options are limited. In the US, parody is protected under fair use, and South Park has made a career out of towing that line, then daring anyone to push back. South Park knows exactly what they're doing, and they've got the legal track record to prove it. This isn't some reckless jab thrown together overnight. Every second of this skit has been carefully storyboarded, scripted, and is already deep into production. Meghan's outrage might dominate a few headlines, but it's not going to stop what's coming. And honestly, that's exactly how South Park likes it. The more noise Meghan makes, the more material they have to feed the fire. It's a cycle they've mastered. Controversy fuels content, and content fuels controversy.
Hey.
Did you know it's cold in there?
Yeah.
Must be an American thing.
It's not.
But wait, watch this. Amazing, right?
Can we rally him up here and finally have our own privacy? My love, I will do anything for your privacy.
Yeah, I loved it.
Rumors say the DEI special could drop as early as August. And when it does, the internet's about to erupt all over again. And get this, Paramount isn't just watching from the sidelines. Insiders claim they're fully leaning into the moment. After the viral frenzy from South Park's Privacy Tour episode, studio execs reportedly see this as a chance to strike gold again. And Meghan's latest meltdown might be the spark they needed. With season 27 on the horizon, the timing couldn't be more perfect. The DEI special is being positioned as a major centerpiece, basically the crown jewel of the new season. And according to early leaks, it's shaping up to be one of Trey and Matt's most brutal, no-holds-barred satirical takedowns to date. The Respect Our Pregnancy segment, it's just one part of the special, but it's already stealing the spotlight, and for good reason. One scene, still in early storyboard form, shows Meghan mid-performance in a hospital gown, doing over-the-top dramatic dance moves while cradling a clearly fake baby bump, like it's a stage prop. Everything is exaggerated to the max, classic South Park style. Spotlights are being frantically adjusted mid-twerk.
It is uncomfortable, but I don't think, because she's done this before for photos, I don't think that is a real baby bump. I think
way too big. It's way too big.
And sort of too low as well.
Yeah, it's like a meter out there. I mean, it looks the wrong shape.
Where's she going to give birth there? Through her knees or something? I mean, that is too low.
Kyle's in charge of the boom mic and clearly has no idea how to use it. It's chaotic, absurd, and totally unfiltered. Exactly what South Park fans expect when the show decides to go in. Cartman Kennedy is in full meltdown mode, screaming about needing to capture raw feminist emotion as the chaos unfolds around him. It's loud, it's ridiculous, and it's sharp-edged satire at its finest. Once this airs, it's going to be everywhere. Meanwhile, Meghan's behind-the-scenes battle to shut it all down is becoming a spectacle of its own. According to insiders, legal letters have already been drafted. Her team's been hitting up every contact they have at Paramount, and they're reportedly pulling every string possible to get the segment scrapped. But Paramount, they're not flinching. After seeing the massive viral success of the Privacy Tour episode, execs are standing firm and even ramping things up. Word is, they're planning to tease the DEI special with a short animated promo as early as July, just to stir the pot even more. And while South Park has a long history of pushing celebrities to the edge, Meghan's reaction is reportedly on a whole different level. Intense, relentless, and only adding more fuel to the fire.
You mentioned, where's this beloved privacy that they talk about?
Yeah.
We want privacy! We want privacy!
They they don't want attention. This is just so attention. This is all about her. It's not about Lilibet.
Entertainment reporters say Meghan's calling the skit a targeted attack on motherhood, accusing Trey and Matt of publicly humiliating a woman during pregnancy. Her camp is especially outraged by the way the parody shows multiple takes of her performance, implying that even something as personal as a pregnancy reveal was carefully staged, scripted, and directed. That's the line that really struck a nerve. But to South Park, that's exactly the point. It's not mockery for mockery's sake. It's a takedown of the narrative machine. They're pulling back the curtain on the performance of public image. Through their lens, Meghan isn't being attacked for being pregnant. She's being called out for what they see as performative vulnerability. Someone who craves the spotlight but recoils when the spotlight turns critical. And instead of stepping back or letting the moment pass, she's doubling down. She's feeding the machine. Every outburst, every legal warning, every angry call to Paramount execs just gives South Park more material to work with. It's like trying to put out a fire by tossing gasoline on it.
You can't sue a cartoon. It's satire. It is what it is. South Park has done episodes on the royal family, on the royal wedding of Kate and William, for instance. So it's not something that they would be able to sue about. And I genuinely just don't believe it, really.
Behind the scenes, Paramount is quietly bracing for any backlash that might spill over. There's a soft PR contingency plan in place just in case. But truthfully, the studio doesn't seem too worried. They've already combed through the script, reviewed the parody framework, and checked it against existing case law. And the verdict is clear. Trey and Matt are well within legal bounds. Meghan can yell, she can threaten, but stopping South Park, that's never worked. Not for politicians, not for powerful religious groups, and definitely not for celebrities melting down on social media.
They're putting themselves on the world stage using expensive PR while demanding privacy, while writing books, while being on Oprah that had 50 million viewers. People who want privacy don't do that. You live your life quietly in privacy. So it's such hypocrisy. I think they did a brilliant job.
What's even more telling, fans are already buzzing about the return of Cartman Kennedy. The satire universe South Park is building has its own momentum now, and viewers are locked in. Cartman Kennedy, South Park's ruthless parody of Lucasfilm exec Kathleen Kennedy, blew up into a meme after the Panderverse Poultice special. Now, pairing that same over-the-top character with a Hollywood spoof of Meghan Markle turns this segment into something much bigger. It's no longer just about Meghan. It's a full-blown takedown of celebrity culture and the studio system that props it up. South Park isn't just aiming at the face of the brand. They're going after the machinery behind it too. The upcoming DEI special reportedly expands far beyond Meghan. Trey and Matt are using it as a platform to roast the entire ecosystem. Corporate diversity checklists, desperate celebrity rebranding campaigns, and the never-ending chase for online clout. It's shaping up to be a full hour of chaotic, no-filter satire that goes after the entire circus, not just the performers. And while Meghan may be the main course in one sketch, she's far from the only one on the menu.
They say they hate journalists. Harry hates journalists. But to pay PR who say what you want and who, shape social perception in your favor while also disparaging and lying about others, thereby reaching their privacy. I think the whole, worldwide privacy tour is hysterical.
The DEI special is dragging in a whole roster of familiar faces. Diddy, Elon Musk, and even some thinly veiled Netflix execs, all portrayed as hilariously obsessed with protecting their public virtue rating. It's absurd, it's savage, and it's exactly the kind of chaos South Park fans show up for. But the Meghan segment, it somehow takes things even further. The hospital shoot spirals out of control when a fictional producer, clearly modeled after Prince Harry, starts chiming in with feedback. Picture this, he's wearing a beanie, holding a smoothie, and delivering notes like he's on a prestige film set. The parody doesn't just target Meghan. It paints the whole operation as an overproduced, ego-fueled spectacle. He mutters lines like, "It doesn't feel authentic enough." And can we add some lighting that screams empowerment? All while casually sipping his smoothie. It's pitch-perfect satire, dragging not just Meghan, but the entire influencer industrial complex that turns deeply personal moments into overproduced content designed for likes, shares, and digital applause. And the punchline? It lands hard.
I've read Spare. I've read it cover to cover. They are a damaged couple. They are people in trauma. If you think about it, Meghan got everything she wanted. She got the husband, she got the children, she got the HRA, she got everything that allowed her to rise up and have that global recognition that we know how badly she wanted that.
The sketch reportedly ends with the South Park kids editing a fake viral montage. Bloopers, dramatic lighting flubs, over-the-top music swells, all stitched together into a polished pregnancy reveal trailer. It's got hashtags like royal realness and empowerment filtered, and that's the joke. Nothing about it was real. The bump, fake. The tears, performed. The emotion, directed. But the internet ate it up without question. Trey and Matt have never been subtle about their views on around performative activism and perfectly curated public personas. And this special, according to those familiar with early drafts, might be their sharpest shot yet. It's not just a parody of Meghan, it's a dissection of what she symbolizes, the obsession with controlling every frame, every caption, every pixel of your public image, while simultaneously claiming to reject attention. It's that contradiction South Park is aiming squarely at. Image over substance, branding over authenticity.
The minute you sign a $100 million deal with Spotify, and now you're posting yourself twerking, this is getting worse, this video.
Every single project they have touched has turned to shit, and this for me is a final straw because there is nothing royal about this. These two are now an international embarrassment for the royal family, and I really, really do think that the time has come to strip the titles.
As for Meghan's next move, insiders say she's considering going public after the special airs, maybe through an op-ed or a high-profile interview to speak her truth about how women, especially pregnant women, are portrayed in media. But there's a real risk here. Going public might only pour more fuel on a fire that South Park is already happily fanning. South Park thrives on reactions. Pushback isn't a problem, it's punchline material, and Meghan's team knows it. That's why, behind the scenes, some advisors are reportedly urging her to just let it go. But let's be honest, letting things go has never exactly been Meghan's style. Meanwhile, fan reactions are already split. Some viewers are thrilled to see South Park returning to its raw, unfiltered roots, unapologetically tearing into media narratives and celebrity theatrics. Others are calling the pregnancy angle too harsh, branding it mean-spirited. But that divide, that's the point.
It makes them newsworthy. So you either then ignore what people are talking about and debating and having all the silly stuff about the fake bump and so on, or you embrace it and we do a debate and it's always the same stuff, right? You two are never going to give an inch. I'm never going to give an inch the other way. We're losing time from our lives. We're never going to get back with these people.
South Park has never aimed to please everyone. Its power has always come from holding up a mirror to the cultural circus and unapologetically laughing at how absurd it's all become. And this time, they're upping the ante. Reports say the animation style is ditching the classic Canadian look used for royal characters in past episodes. Meghan and Harry, they're being rendered with a new level of realism, making the satire hit even harder. So now with South Park sharpening its edge and the DEI special gearing up to drop, Meghan's viral misstep has officially become the satire event of the year. No matter how she responds, or if she responds at all, the damage is done. The skit is locked in. The animation's more lifelike than ever, and the internet's already bracing for the fallout. What started as a carefully staged social media moment is now immortalized in animated chaos. And whether you find it hilarious or harsh, one thing's for sure, this episode is going to spark conversations far beyond the screen. If you're into sharp commentary, behind-the-scenes breakdowns, and the real stories behind Hollywood drama, make sure to subscribe to Star Spotlight. We've got a lot more coming your way. Don't miss it.